Merry Christmas, Renegade Nation. Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters, Miklos Huber, Telma, Kono Dioda, Austin Long, Ju Chin, The Bird's Nest, Medic, Sly Ridley, Jake Slum, Kiki Rocks, Yosef Stalin, Tyflo 33OW, Master of Beings, and Marble Hornet. Thank you all very much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, click the link below in the description to find out more, and we'll see you there. Have a Happy New Year. I don't know if we can keep that in because of copyright, but oh well.
I think it's a fair use.
I thought Happy Birthday was too, man, but...
That's an old song.
I know. I thought Happy Birthday was too.
a lot of stuff, so I don't know.
People can buy trademarks to it, man.
That's lame.
I know it is. I know it is.
That's my only Christmas song I still kind of like, though.
Carol of the Bells?
Yeah.
Carol, I'll say this. I like it a lot. My favorite Christmas song, though, I'm sorry, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Christmas Eve Sarajevo.
I do like Trans-Siberian Orchestra stuff, too.
Wizards and Winter's also really good, too.
Yeah, that's an awesome song. My mom really likes them, so she had me listen to them when I was like a kid, and I always kind of liked them. Just epic sounding stuff.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of epic, though, we know that Corridor Digital did a version of this. They did Home Alone Rated R, but there's a little bit of a progenitor to it, if you will. Home Alone with Blood. Nick recommended this to us, and I figured, what the hell, let's watch it and release it on Christmas. So yeah, this is a little bit
I always watch Home Alone every Christmas, and I haven't this year, but I figured we could do this for a Christmas reaction.
Absolutely.
It'd be hilarious.
Absolutely.
So this was recommended by Bloody Disgusting, because they just put out an article saying they put out more of these, so thank you, Bloody Disgusting.
Oh yeah, thank you very much, Bloody
Good
Disgusting.
Website.
So,
if you like horror stuff.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we got them queued up here. This is a little bit of an emergency react to release on Christmas. Here we go. Let's get to it.
Why don't you guys try the stairs?
Right. Don't you remember what happened last year? No. Oops. Damn. Their faces are... Oh, damn.
Oh, Marv's dead.
They're both dead.
Marv's just a little more fucked up.
Oh, yes. That's 4.
Awesome. Roll credits. Jesus.
Look at Marv's eye popping out. His jaws collapsed in. His eyes popping out. Harry, on the other hand, his head is literally splattered on the floor.
His brains are leaking a little.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Next. Jesus God. That's too much.
That's awesome.
Home Alone with Blood.
Oh, the shovel.
Hiya, pal. We
Outsmarted you this time. Get over here. I can quote this movie verbatim. Yeah. What are we going to do to him, Harry?
What are we going to do to him, Harry?
I can slap him right in the face with a paint can.
Or shove a nail through his foot.
One of these little fingers,
one at a time.
Oh. Get him, old man. Yeah. Oh, God. I was not expecting that. I wasn't that look of sheer terror on his face.
I love that they used the freaking music from when he would show up earlier in it. Before he realized he wasn't a serial killer.
Yeah, he wasn't a serial killer.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, he just had a creepy demeanor about him. But when he actually sat down and he actually talked to Kevin...
Well, when you look at him in all the scenes, he's not making like a mean face or anything. He's just like, hey,
no,
it's
just his demeanor.
He ran off.
It's not like his face or anything like that. It's just a creepy demeanor he gives off.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people assumed about him. But Kevin saw around it and managed to talk to him and open up to him as a human.
Also, like, the older I get, the more, like, that scene becomes just, like, when he's actually talking to him in the church, just, like, oh, like,
well,
like a more heartwarming scene. The older I get, the more I understand, like,
well, yeah,
stuff.
And I think that's the point of this movie, is that as a kid, you enjoy the tomfoolery and all that. as an adult, my dad realized that this stuff was impossible. You know, the shit that Kevin pulled was impossible. But as a kid, I get it. But there was enough heartwarming stuff in it. For instance, you know, the old man in the first movie, the bird lady in the second movie.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of stuff that just, you know, it's
good Christmas spirit.
It is. It's really good Christmas. But anyway, here's
bricks.
Bricks. You can't do any better than that, kid. You're gonna lose.
Okay, kid.
Give it to me. Hey, Marv. Huh?
Oh.
Come on, Marv. Get up. You don't have any more bricks. Nobody throws bricks at me and gets away with it. Come on, Marv. Get up. You go this way. I'm going around the back.
Oh!
Oh, nasty. Oh, that was brutal.
That face that
Jesus.
Daniel Stern makes. I'm sorry, that face. Hey, Patrick, are you mad? Yeah. Why? Can't see my forehead. I think that's a good thing for Daniel Stern. Oh, God. I love Daniel Stern, dude. That guy's just freaking hilarious.
He's a great actor.
Oh, yeah, dude. I love Daniel Stern.
Jesus.
Yeah, just his head destroyed.
Uh-oh. The bomb. They're just gonna freaking chunk him.
He's back.
He took a picture.
Picture.
How did my hair look?
No! Oh, frick.
I twisted my ankle.
Okay.
That's a good friend to bring your charred corpse.
Yeah. Oh, look at his eye. His eye's glassed over from being burned. Oh.
Damn.
Oh, here we are with the birds.
Give me that, man. Give me it.
Hey, these look really good in the photo album.
These will look great in the photo album. Shut up.
Harry.
Enjoy this. You're not a mess with us, pal.
We're dangerous.
Jesus.
That's a very oily gun. A grease gun, if you will.
Let him go.
A grease gun from a grease ball.
Kevin, run.
Shoot her! I'm trying to shoot her! I love Daniel Stern's face.
Holy shit.
Oh, his eyes are gone!
Holy shit.
Oh my God. Bang, bang.
Jesus.
Marv's eyes are gone.
One of Harry's eyes was going too.
Well, yeah, his
Still had one
right.
left to like look
Oh
around.
God, that's terrifying. I keep going back to that one scene from Lethal Weapon 4. It's like, you know that guy that got away from us in that chase? Yeah, they found him dead on the roof of some building the other day. He'd been up there for 2 days. Pigeons ate his eyeballs out. And then all of a sudden, like Mel Gibson, who played Riggs in that movie, he looks up and he's just like, cool. God, what a movie. These movies, you know, they're Christmas classics. If there's a watch list of Christmas movies, this is on there.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story for me got played out when they played it 24 hours straight for like 10 years.
I just never watched it like more than once when they were playing it.
Okay, good. And then of course
Not to mention like there was some stuff edited for TV that like you can see if you actually ever buy it on DVD. So
Yeah.
it's got a little extra in it.
Yeah, and then of course Christmas Vacation, and of course for me the ultimate Christmas movie, Die Hard. I gotta say, Die Hard's the best Christmas movie. I can't really think of another. Just because of my mom, if you're watching this, which she does watch our videos from time to time, I'm so sorry. It's a Wonderful Life. That's another one that always.
I still never really watched that.
You've never seen it?
Yeah, it just didn't really appeal to me.
Dude, it's got some of the best lines in it. And it's also got such a great mess. You know, regardless of what you believe in or, you know, the Christmas spirit and all that, just just a person learning to be thankful for what they have, and even though they have a blessed life and everything, always wanting more and always there's no point in wondering what ifs. The only thing that can happen is just enjoy what you have and try your damnedest to hold on to it, because before you know it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful movie.
Another one that I haven't watched in a long time, but I did appreciate, was The Muppets Christmas Carol.
That's actually a pretty good one too. Yeah. I forgot how good that one was.
Especially how good he acted as Scrooge in it. So.
Yeah.
I saw a thing like recently with someone talking about it on Facebook where he was basically saying he didn't care if he was acting with all puppets. He was going to play it like it was a Broadway play, and
that's good.
So.
Well, I mean,
it's respectable.
Absolutely. I mean, it just goes to show you, like, certain actors just know. God, when did that come out? I'm curious now. I have to know when it came out.
It's been a long time because it was out when I was a kid.
Muppet Christmas Carol. There, 92. Yeah. Holy hell, 92. I remember. Okay, not Michael Caine. I remember him fairly as Ebenezer Scrooge. Another one that I remember really well was George C. Scott. I think in the mid '90s he did a version, and his version of Scrooge was just such a curmudgeon.
I can't remember which Christmas Carol it was too, but there was one that had like some really brutal looking ghosts in it.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
I think it might have been the modern remake.
Maybe.
I can't remember for
sure. Or the Jim Carrey one?
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember his ghost looking pretty creepy in that or something.
Oh yeah, well, that movie has some very creepy stuff in it, and honestly, I would like to have like some of the Christmas classics. Like, for instance, Polar Express is such a weird movie, but yet some people consider it a Christmas classic. It reruns in theaters every now and again, and it gets a pretty good showing every time it comes back. I would like for there to be a sort of, I'm not going to say like a revival, but sort of a renaissance of Christmas movies and Christmas stories and everything that can be shared with for the new generation, because this new generation, the thing about it is their attention spans are very well. As we've gotten older, the more attention seeking we've gotten even as an adult. I realize this. I realize that it's very difficult to maintain attention, which
I feel like my ADD's just gotten worse as I've gotten older, so
yeah.
Personally I can feel that, but I don't know if that's true for everybody,
but overall, I would love to. Oh gosh, and also Muppet Christmas Carol. That was the first one after Jim Henson died.
Yeah.
Actually, you want to know a weird thing I remember? I remember when the Muppet Christmas Carol movie trailer was on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 VHS, and I remember it. I remember right before Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 started, there was a big thank you to Jim Henson that they put on there because Jim Henson helped design the suits that they used in the first two Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh.
And it just, again, it's crazy to think about stuff like that, because I just can't believe it's been. God, I feel old now. I feel super old now, because
that was still when we were tiny kids, though. But
huh?
That was still when we were pretty tiny kids, though.
Well, I was 2 when Home Alone came out, the first one.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I actually saw Home Alone until it'd been out for a few years. And my next door neighbor had actually recorded some movies on tape off of TV, and that's how I saw Home Alone originally. She let me borrow it on tape.
I remember
it had like Sears commercials and shit in it.
Sears. Yeah, I remember the Sears commercials. I also remember the Burger King commercials too. Yeah. That had the BK Kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God, dude. And I also remember VHSs back in the day. I remember whenever my parents bought VHSs, we had a separate shelf just for them, because it was like a special thing that you could have movies right there. And now they're readily available. I mean, right now you can just click a button, boom, boom, good. You're good to go. Jesus, this is just making me feel old, man.
Yeah.
I feel like such an old man right now. You kids and your streaming services. Back in my day, we had to rewind the tapes.
Yes.
That is if your sister forgot to rewind them. Isn't that right, Ashley?
You had to set the TV to channel 3 so you could put in the VCR through it.
Oh yeah. You had to plug the coaxial cable in the back of it, and then you had to make sure that if there was a focus problem, you had to hit the focus on the side of it.
I wonder if anybody's ever played like an old Atari that you actually had to hook up to the back of a TV.
Oh
with
my
two
gosh.
little prongs and screws.
I remember those. I remember that was also for the SNES or for the NES,
Yeah.
the original Nintendo. My grandparents' TV downstairs, which was one of those big floor models.
I do remember the original TV at least had or the original NES. We did have a cable that was the I think the coaxial is what that's called, with a little sharp thing.
Yeah, the little sharp thing in the middle with the screw top on the
side. And if you
side.
tried putting it in while the TV was on, it would sometimes spark.
I do remember that. Well, it's because those old TVs used high density vacuum tubes and pumped a lot of power through just to get the signal through. Because you got to remember, as time has gone on, signal transfer has gotten a lot easier. Because right now we're able to send shit wirelessly. Yeah. We have wireless communication devices in our pockets at all times. Whereas back then, everything was old style.
Also, you can put your hand over the screen and you don't feel static like you would a TV screen.
Exactly, and
like that.
Yeah, same thing with this one here. This one TV we're watching.
I had an old box TV that I played video games on. And
yeah.
It would always start to static and the picture would get completely distorted and everything. And I slapped it on top and it would go back to normal for a while.
Yeah, that was that's usually a vacuum tube not acting properly.
Yeah, and you smack it and it works again.
Yeah, those old tube TVs, man. I remember the one we had in our living room. It was huge. Oh, I actually remembered. I actually tied dental floss to the bottom of one of because it had the things where you could push down, and it was attached by a little plastic thing. I tied a little piece of dental floss around the plastic thing, and I pulled the string to turn it on instead of pushing the button down. Because I was just like,
that's hilarious.
I was a stupid kid. I did weird things, and then I remember one time we had the entertainment center moved up into my room, and this was back when we moved this was right after we moved out of the holler too. This was when I lived on Rock Bar near my cousin Zach. I had an entertainment center up there, and my sister went in my room one time, and I told her to get out of my room, and she wouldn't. And she was looking for a CD that I had that I burned myself, and I'm just like, I don't have it. Leave me alone. And she opens up my little entertainment center had a window, or had a glass enclosure thing. She opened it up and threw it open. It broke the glass and it fell on the floor.
Jesus.
And then Mom actually went running out of the room and tried to say that, Nate, I was just going in there to grab a CD, and Nate told me I had to leave, and I got mad and I threw it out, and tried to make it all my fault. Yeah, thanks again, sis. Yeah. All these complaints I have about my sister, I still love her to death. She's my sister, but God, do we butt heads a lot. I guess that's how siblings are.
It's gotten worse with my sister as I've gotten older because I started getting sick of her shit and started just cussing at her now.
I remember the first time I called my sister a bitch.
Mine wasn't until recently, and I was just like, you know what?
Oh, dude.
You know what? You're a bitch. She the look she gave me too. She's like, I'm gonna smack you, and I'm like, try it.
Well, I remembered I was about 13 or 14, and my sister was a senior in high school, and I remembered that she was being a bitch, and I told her, I was like, Ashley, stop being such a bitch. And then all of a sudden she looks at me, and I'm just like, did I really just say that out loud? Uh-oh. And not only, and then all of a sudden I realized something. She's very close to the stairs, and I'm standing in the doorway of my room, because how it went was, her room was on on the house we lived in. We had 2 stories. On one side was her room. On my room, on the other side was my room, and the stairs were right by her door, so she was the first one down the stairs to tell Mom what I said, and she she ran downstairs and told Mom that I called her a bitch. Mom told me to apologize to her, and I did after my mom whipped me a few times because I refused to apologize. But, well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not getting any presents from my sister this year because I just recently called her a bitch like 5 times in the same conversation. So.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, she'll probably be like, I didn't get you any Christmas presents because I'm a bitch. And
And I didn't,
be like, cool.
I didn't get you any either.
Yep, I didn't get you anything either. Not that I ever do, but it's always because I'm broke. I'll just be like, all right.
Well, that's not the case
whatever.
as much anymore, though.
If she doesn't give me Christmas presents, that's less excuses for her to throw back in my face whenever she's being a bitch and is like, I'm nice to you, I bet you this for Christmas. Being nice to somebody like doesn't make it up to them if you don't stop being a bitch to them.
This is very true.
Anyways.
All right. Well, yeah, that's gonna do it for now, everybody. This was Home Alone with blood. Oh God, what a friggin' crazy thing. And I know people are going to be asking us to watch the Home Alone rated R by Corridor Digital, which, hell, we might just very well do anyway. I don't know. I mean, hell, by the time you're watching this, it's Christmas. So enjoy yourself.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So, again, everybody, thank you all very much for tuning in. And I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you all in the next one. Peace out.